What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, y'all. And this is about the third video I've done today. We did the hit 'em in the mouth intro and then my gameplay thoughts. And y'all, I've been watching gameplay all day. I am still excited for Madden. Don't get me wrong. I can't wait to play it on EA Access because I know, and everybody out there should know, that you can't judge a book by its cover. Just looking at the gameplay is one thing, but actually getting your hands on it, plus what we will get on EA Access is going to be the final build of the game. So I'll get a chance to get in and see presentation. I'll get a chance to actually do what these content creators aren't doing. And that's what I'm going to do. So expect that if I can't stream it, if I don't have, I'm trying to get an Elgato capture card. If I can't get that by then, I'll find a way to show y'all, but that's what this video is about. In my opinion, the content creators are what's hurting Madden. And y'all, I'm sitting here watching my boy Relocation Football League. Y'all go subscribe to his YouTube channel. The guy has been killing it. He's constant with his content. What he does is relocate every football team in Madden, and basically he commentates the games, and it's awesome. It's fun to watch. It's refreshing. Heck, EA ought to hire him to do commentary for the games. And so go check him out. That's Relocation Football League. He's on Twitter as well. But yeah, I feel like content creators are a part of what's hurting the Madden community. Because I'm sitting here watching these guys do this gameplay stuff, and y'all, I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know if EA doesn't allow them to record certain stuff in the game, but sorry, what it looks like is that they're getting to record what they want, because I've seen people do draft classes and all of that. They've even gone into created players and things of that nature. I'm sorry I hear the ice cream truck in the background, but I'm sitting here watching this, y'all, and I'm wondering, why is nobody showing like single player, as far as single player and franchise mode? Why is nobody showing what it takes to create a player in single player franchise mode? Because I can't be the only one who is sitting here thinking, wow, it would be so cool if they added drills, or asking those questions is, did they add drills to single player franchise mode? Is it still the same as it was last year? And I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure it's the same as it was last year, but at least these guys can answer those questions to us by gameplay. They're talking about, oh, we didn't have a lot of time to record. Y'all, they had 2 hours. Send me to EA Play. Let me record gameplay, and y'all want to know what I'm going to be recording? I'm not going to be recording a game. I may record one game because I know that there's hundreds of other content creators that are going to be recording actual gameplay. I'm going to be showing y'all, hey, what is it? What's new in the game? What are they not showing us at EA Play? Especially like that with single player, franchise mode, are the camera angles different for defensive backs and defensive players? Because y'all know in single player on defense, you have that side camera angle that's atrocious, and it makes it kind of hard to play the game in my position. And then also you have experience points for defensive backs. We all know playing corner, if you shut down a receiver to the point where the quarterback doesn't even throw your way, you should be rewarded for that, and Madden doesn't reward you for that. Those are some of the things. Is there a halftime show? I'm seeing guys go straight from the second quarter straight to the third quarter. So I don't know if the build that they're playing, it's just not there, or what. Franchise mode, is there any kind of presentation there? From what I'm seeing, there's not. Now, like I said, from the build of the game that they're playing, it could just not be activated, or it could just not be there. And it leads me to question, because I know next week or this week we get the presentation deep dive. Now, like I said in the last video, y'all, I don't know how they are going to have a deep dive in the presentation, because what I'm looking at from presentation right now, I'm not seeing anything different aside from some different interfaces on the transition, different transition screens, and then like the quarterback intros. I like those as well. But I'm not seeing enough that merits them doing a deep dive in the presentation without having something to deliver. I just retweeted something. If y'all, I mean, we do this every year, but if you go and look at NFL 2K5's presentation, that was on PlayStation 2, y'all, and it's miles better than what it is right now. Two generation consoles newer, and it's 2018 with the technology we have, and we can't get a great presentation. I mean, that's kind of upsetting. But like I said, to me, y'all, all of this falls on the it falls on the content creators, man, because if all of these guys who are uploading video of these games come out and start saying that, this is unacceptable. Where is this? Where is this? Where? If all of these guys got on one accord and started asking these questions, yeah, I mean, EA might say, you know what, we can't let these content creators do this anymore because they're hurting the game. But that's a win in our book, because then it will cause everybody to start asking these same questions. And it's not to say that the game is bad, but I mean, my point is this, and this is a very simple point. It's 2018. We are on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and they're about to, I say in about 3 to 4 years, go to a next generation console. Why do we not have what we've had in the games on PlayStation 2? Come on, y'all. The consoles are more powerful. They're able to hold and do more. You look at some of these open world games and what they have in the games and what they're able to do in the games, and you have to ask yourself, why is it that we can't have those things now? They used to be in the game. Single player franchise mode. They have the stuff already. If you go and play long shot right now on Madden 18, they have drills in the game. They have a system there that can determine your draft grade, etc., etc. So it boggles my mind as to why that can't be implemented into a connected franchise mode. I just don't know. Now, there is still some more information to be released on Madden 19. They haven't even announced the cover athlete for the standard edition, so we very well, I don't think there's a superstar mode in the game. Long shot was, talked about, but they didn't even do really just a super deep dive with that. But I don't think they have any more tricks up their sleeve. I think what we're seeing is exactly what we're getting. I think we're going to have the same halftime show we had last year. I think I just do. I do. I'm normally optimistic, but at this point, I feel like if those things were in the game, they would have shown us. But like I said, presentation deep dive is this week, and they do have the capability of not allowing those early builds to have that in the game for sake of spoiling the presentation deep dive, etc., etc. Y'all get what I'm saying? But y'all, like I said, these content creators, these guys that are going to record this stuff for game changers and stuff like that, and I really feel like it's not going to change because they want views on YouTube, and I'm not upset at them about that. They don't want people talking about them or anything like that. They want views, and so they're not going to do anything that jeopardize them getting views on YouTube and things like that. But just imagine if all these content creators from Madden came together and said, you know what, enough is enough, man. We're getting all this publicity. The Madden community looks up to us. They're not looking at guys like me and some other creators simply because our fan base or our subscriber community base isn't that large yet. So they're looking at guys that are bigger in the community, and these guys aren't speaking up, and and they're not showing us what we need to see, and they're not asking the right questions, man. I mean, the fact that I was sent a video on Twitter, and watching the video, the guy drilled Carlos at EA Play. Why are these guys who are getting these interviews with these guys not asking these questions? Now, I know that they probably not asking them because, well, they see the game. They saw the game before EA Play. So they already know what's in the game, what's not in the game. So they really know not what questions not to ask, because in their minds, there's no point in asking because I already know. Either that or the fact that they just they have scripted questions. I mean, how can you not ask these questions, you know? Either that too, or they just don't want to ask those questions because they don't want to ruin their relationship and the benefits and perks that they have for being EA game changers and community icons. But I feel like EA should do a bigger job, man. I would love for EA to have me as an EA game changer, because I would like to ask those real questions. I would like to put that pressure on, but I don't think it's gonna happen, y'all, because I think that the EA game changers, their stuff is scripted. The questions that they ask is scripted, because you can't tell me that you open up your community with questions and say, hey guys, give me a list of questions that I can ask the developers and blase, and then you get there and you ask the same questions you ask every single year. No sir, no ma'am, no ham. You are not asking the questions that the community is asking, because every time I look, the community is asking the exact same questions every year, every week, every day, and I never see those questions get asked except for by that guy in the video that I watched. I think his Yo Mama or something like that. I mean, he was asking legitimate questions. You see what I'm saying? So it's not, you know, if we want to take a step forward, Ryan Moody, a guy that's out there getting it done as well, and I know he can vouch for this, Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong, if we want to get stuff going in the right direction, it starts with the content creators for the game. It's all cool to praise what's good in the game and talk about what's bad in the game. But for those guys who are getting the most publicity, those guys that are at the forefront, you know, that are just, oh, I got Madden content, I'm going to get a ton of YouTube views for it. And it's hurting the community because you're in a position, you're not showing us what we need to see for the game. You're not asking the right questions in these interviews. Sports Gamers Online, yeah, I'm calling you out because, dude, you was sitting there with Clint Oldenburg, bro, and you didn't ask the right questions. Y'all never asked the right questions. So when will this change? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, thanks for watching.